TJ. I'm our technical director. All the actors you'll be hearing tonight are volunteering their time and talent from their homes to bring a little bit of entertainment to your homes. Many of them first met each other about 15 minutes ago when they first logged into the Zoom meeting. We want to thank them very much for joining us. We would also like to send a special thanks to our friend, Your Friendly Neighborhood Shakespeare, for hosting this on his pages. You can check out his website at shakespeareapproves.com and his Patreon at patreon.com/Shakespeare. We are looking forward to his Friday night series, his new series, Shakespeare Reviews, and his upcoming Shakespeareans in October. You can find out more about him at the aforementioned website or by visiting his Facebook page, Shakespeare Approves, Your Friendly Neighborhood Shakespeare. As always, we want to acknowledge and thank all the medical professionals and essential workers who've been working for the past 28 weeks to keep us all as healthy and safe as possible. Also want to acknowledge those demonstrating and protesting. Quite simply, Black Lives Matter. If you are interested in more information about our totally volunteer organization, check out our website, zenithplayers.com. Feel very free to check out our very attractive donations page. All those donations go towards productions costs, which these days consist of the various subscriptions that allow for these readings to happen. If you'd like to read with us in future projects, just send us an email at casting@zenithplayers.com and we'll get you on board. Join us join us this Saturday as we return to ancient Greece with Electra, and next Monday as we read Dracula. For now, relax and enjoy. Isabella Pepe, Steve Anderson, Debbie Lockwood, Shakira Searle, Juliana Frasca, Andrew Gellos, Joshua Boyer, David Narlock, and Bill Nutt as the Canterville Ghost.
Ghosts.
Precisely, a ghost.
My lord, you actually expect me to believe that Canterville Chase is haunted? Or that there exists such a thing as a ghost?
My dear Mr. Otis, I feel it is my bounden duty as the present owner of Canterville Chase to acquaint you and your family as the prospective owners with the facts. Your belief in them rests quite naturally with yourselves.
In America, my lord, we have everything money can buy. We have many of your best actors, your prima donnas, your plays, your novels, your works of art. Believe me, if there were such a thing as a ghost in Europe or England, we'd have it at home in one of our public museums or on the road in a theatrical production.
Possibly, Mr. Otis, possibly. I fear, however, that the ghost exists, though it may have resisted the overtures of your enterprising American impresarios. It has been well known for 3 centuries and always makes its appearance
at Canterville Chase.
At Canterville Chase, immediately before the death of a member of our family.
So does the family doctor, for that matter, Lord Canterville.
Well, we've not cared to live in the place ourselves.
There is no such thing, sir, as a ghost.
My grand aunt, the Dowager Duchess of Bolton, was frightened into a fit.
By this ghost?
By 2 skeleton hands being placed on her shoulders as she was dressing for dinner.
Imagination, Lord Canterville, pure, maybe impure imagination.
In conclusion, Mr. Otis, I feel bound to tell you that the ghost has been seen by several members of my family. None of our younger servants would stay with us, and Lady Canterville, she slept very little at night in consequence of mysterious and persistent noises that came from the corridor and the library.
My lord, I appreciate your frankness. I'll take the furniture and the ghost at valuation. We won't mind a ghost in the house. It's perfectly all right.
Right so, only I beg you to remember, I warn you.
I bid you welcome to Canterville Chase.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, what a lovely house.
Say, I'm gonna like this.
Thank you for permitting me to stay on.
Hey, Roger, ask her where the ghost is.
She wouldn't know.
We should be lost in this great house without your care.
Tea.
Any cakes, Pa? Come on, Roger.
Now, don't you children touch anything.
I have tea in the library, madam.
So my children have discovered. What a beautiful room. Don't you love this black paneling, Hiram?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Very pretty. Better pour the tea, Elizabeth.
I'll take your wrap, madam.
Gee, these muffins are good.
They're not muffins, Roger. They're scones, aren't they, Mother?
What, dear?
I don't care whether they're scones or muffins. They taste swell.
I'd rather have cinnamon toast.
Tea, Washington?
No thanks, Mother. Gee, I don't think I've seen such a beautiful sunset since we've been in England.
Well, we deserve a clear day for a change.
I never dreamed there could be so much rain in 1 month. But today's perfect.
Oh, dear. I pushed something off the tray. A spoon, I think.
I'll get it, madam.
Thank you, Mrs. Umney. Right over there in front of the fireplace. I must have... Why, Mrs. Umney, that spot. Children, did you spill anything?
Where, Mother?
There in front of the fireplace. I'm sure something has spilled.
Yes, madam. Blood.
Blood.
What's this?
Blood has been spilt on that spot.
Oh.
Oh, get out of my way, Roger. Let me see the blood.
Are you serious, Mrs. Umney?
Quite, madam.
Here, let me see.
How horrid. I don't care at all for bloodstains on the carpet.
Don't worry, Elizabeth. We'll get rid of it.
It's the blood of Lady Eleanor de Canterville.
I don't care whose blood it is, Mrs. Umney. It must be removed.
She was murdered on that spot in 1575.
Murdered?
Yes, miss. Murdered. By her own husband, Sir Simon de Canterville.
Say, Dad, some family, these Cantervilles.
Sir Simon survived her 9 years and then mysteriously and suddenly disappeared. His body has never been discovered. It's his spirit, his guilty spirit, that still haunts the chase.
What nonsense. Get the Pinkerton from my suitcase, Washington.
Gee, it's a swell blood spot, ain't it, Roland?
Have it removed at once, Mrs. Umney.
It cannot be removed, madam.
Bah. Pinkerton's champion stain remover will clean it up in no time. There. See, it's almost disappearing already.
But, sir, Mr. Otis, I beg of you.
See, now it's all gone. I knew Pinkerton could do it.
You shouldn't have done that, sir. You shouldn't. Oh.
Hiram, quickly, Mrs. Umney has fainted. Virginia, get me some water.
Good as a housekeeper who faints.
Hush, Hiram.
Here, Mother.
Now, what do you suppose made her faint?
Maybe it was that blood stain?
She ought to be used to it since, what, 1575?
There, she'll be all right now. Are you better, Mrs. Umney?
Oh, madam, there's trouble coming now. And this your first day in the house.
What do you mean, trouble?
I've seen things with my own eyes, sir, that would make any Christian's hair stand on end. There are awful things done here.
If you're talking about ghosts, we're not afraid of ghosts, are we, children?
Of course not.
I like to see a ghost, though.
So would I. A big one.
Yeah.
Many and many a night I've not closed my eyes for even a wink of sleep. Tonight is sure to be another. I'll take my supper in my room, if you don't mind. That storm didn't come up sudden like for nothing. Good night to you, madam, and to you, sir, and the Lord protect you all.
What's that striking now, Elizabeth?
Oh, it must be 12. We came up about 11. Go to sleep, Hiram.
Been asleep. Just before the clock started to strike, I thought I heard something out in the hallway. A sort of clanking sound?
Now, Hiram, if you're trying to frighten me...
Of course I'm not trying to frighten you. But I tell you, I heard something. Be quiet. There. Do you hear that?
Yes, I did, Hiram. It sounded like a chain being dragged.
Like a rusty chain.
Get up, strike a match. It's coming nearer. It's right outside the door now. See what it is, Hiram.
That's exactly what I'm... What the devil are you screaming about, Elizabeth?
Didn't you see it, Hiram?
Of course I saw it.
Horrible! A terrible-looking old man. His eyes were red as burning coals, and his long gray hair was... Oh, something was hanging from his wrists and ankles.
Chains, that's what we heard.
Why don't you do something, Hiram?
I am. Be quiet. Dear sir, I really must insist on you oiling those chains. Here's a small bottle of Tammany lubricator. I shall leave it here on this hall table. If you want more, just shout. Good night.
Hiram, what did you do?
The only thing I could think of to stop that blooming clanking. Maybe we can go to sleep now.
What was that?
I don't know. I'm going to find out. Something broke.
You missed him, Roland. Now he's gone.
What's going on out here?
We saw him, Daddy. We saw him. A dirty old man.
It must have been that Canterville ghost.
Roland missed him too. Wash almost hit him with our pillow.
What's all this glass?
It's the bottle of Tammany lubricating oil I put out here on the table for that... whatever it was.
It was the ghost, Daddy, of that old man who murdered his wife down in the library.
Nonsense. You can't tell me. What the...
Virginia! Where's Virginia?
Here she comes. What's the matter, Virg?
Oh, Mother, Daddy, I was just down in the library. I couldn't sleep and went down for my writing case, which I had left in front of the fire.
Did you see him, Virg?
Him? Who?
The Canterville ghost. The old man. He was up here in the hall and...
He broke a bottle to pieces and disappeared just as I threw a pillow at him. Daddy saw him.
Virginia, are you all right?
Well, yes, I'm all right. But Mother, Daddy, that blood stain on the carpet in front of the fire.
Yes, dear. Forget about it. Your father wiped it out.
That's it, Mother. It's back again, redder and bloodier than it was before.
Well, if you ask me, we've been here a whole week and we haven't made much progress.
What can you do in weather like this? We're lucky to have such a large fireplace.
I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about the ghost.
Oh, now, Washington, can't we go to bed one night without talking about that horrible apparition?
The more we talk about it, Elizabeth, the less it should frighten you. You don't see me or even the twins shuddering and screaming. Virginia isn't afraid.
No, I feel sort of sorry for him. Poor old ghost.
Well, I can't help feeling that it would be much safer if you, Hiram, and Washington, and even the twins took it more seriously. We don't want to have to move.
Seriously, I don't mind the old fellow if he'll just keep quiet and let us sleep. After more than 300 years, he certainly has a claim on the place. But I'll tell you one thing. If he doesn't use that Tammany lubricator and quit smashing my bottles to pieces, I'm going to take his chains away from him.
He who laughs last.
Ghosts do not laugh, Elizabeth. Mind you, I do think that pillow throwing and pea shooting.
Now, for heaven's sake, Hiram, don't start the twins again. They're fast asleep long ago.
Getting rested up for midnight, probably, little devils.
Might I come in, madam?
Of course, Mrs. Umney. Come in.
Madam, and sir, I'm that upset about everything this past week.
Of course, we all are, Mrs. Umney, but it's not your fault. This beastly weather, getting settled.
Not that, madam. It's what goes on at night.
Nonsense. We'll have all those hijinks cleared up in no time, Mrs. Umney. Besides, Mrs. Otis gave you full permission to remain in your room safe and sound.
Safe? Was old Madame de Tremouillac safe when she woke up early one morning and saw a skeleton seated in her favourite armchair, reading her diary? Was Lady Stutfield safe when 5 unseen fingers clutched her throat so tightly that she almost strangled and had to wear a black velvet band around her throat until the day she died? I could go on like that.
Please don't, Mrs. Umney. I admit that while I do not, of course, believe in such a thing as this Canterville ghost, there is something about the house
that interferes with our sleep, and that we are going to squelch
if it costs you the life of one of your family.
Mrs. Umney, please.
If you persist in your silly fears.
Then, please, may I give notice, sir?
We'll talk about that tomorrow or the next day.
Tomorrow may be too late. Don't let the persistence of the blood spot on the library carpet tell you anything, sir?
Yes, that's a humdinger, I must admit. If I myself hadn't locked up the library tight every night after removing the stains.
6 nights it's been, sir, and each morning the blood is back again, as though you never touched it.
Yes, but what kind of blood is it? Washington, you've got your list.
Yes, here it is. The first morning it came back blood red and returned even bloodier the next 3 mornings. The 4th morning it was a dull, almost Indian red. The 5th it was vermilion, and this morning it was sort of a rich purple.
Sort of like a chameleon, isn't it?
I don't think we ought to joke about it, Mother.
I know you shouldn't, miss.
I am considering writing an article on the subject of the permanence of sanguineous stains when connected with crime.
I think I'll go to bed now, Mother.
I think we'd all better. It's long after 11. Are you going to lock the library again, Hiram?
I certainly am. Come on, Washington. We may have a new color for your chart tomorrow morning.
Good night, Mrs. Umney.
Good night, madam. And I pray it is a good night. Good night, miss.
Sleep tight, Mrs. Umney.
Do screen the fire, Washington.
Okay, Dad, lock her up.
Are you coming, Hiram?
Coming, Elizabeth. It's almost time to wake the twins. Have you got everything ready?
Yes, in my closet. I'll wait until just before midnight. Good night, Dad.
See you later. Good night, son.
What time is it, Raj?
4:30. I'm getting sleepy waiting. Wonder what's the matter with the old ghost.
Maybe he's died.
He died that in 1575, or he wouldn't be a ghost. Oh, shh. I hear something.
That's only the dog down in the barn.
He must be outside the door now.
happened?
I think we got him.
He tripped on the string. See, it's broken.
And the pail of water fell right on him when our door opened.
Did you hear him shriek when he saw our scarecrow?
He knocked it over. The broom handle has gone right through the pumpkin shell.
Something tells me that that's the last we'll hear of ye old Canterville Ghost. Where's Virginia?
Oh, your mother fainted. She's probably in with her. How's Mother, Virginia?
Virginia's not here, Hiram. Is everything all right?
All right. Virginia?
Verge!
Roger. Roland, help us find your sister. Look in all the rooms.
I'll look downstairs. Verge, where are you? Virginia?
Hiram? What's the matter? Where is Virginia?
Be quiet, Mother. She's around someplace.
She's not in bed, Daddy. The bed's all messed up.
That you, Virginia?
No, sir, it's me, Mrs. Umney. Has anything happened?
Happened? Mrs. Umney, help us find her. Virginia, my little girl. Wake up the servants.
Now, Elizabeth, be quiet. We'll find her. She's probably fallen asleep in one of the big chairs downstairs by a fire. Is she there, Washington?
No, Dad. The library's locked and she's not in any of the other rooms.
This all comes of your crazy fooling in the halls with that...
With the Canterville Ghost, madam. I heard him stalking through the house.
Oh, Washington, catch this key and open the library doors. She may have got in there somehow and fallen asleep.
All right, Dad.
Since midnight, he's been prowling around.
We didn't see him, Mrs. Umney.
Been waiting for him since the clock struck 12.
Come out until just a few minutes ago.
There, madam. Maybe she's safe after all.
Is she there, Washington?
No, Dad. Everything's just as we left it in the library, except
Except what?
the blood stain. It's back again, only this time it's much bigger and much bloodier than it's ever been before.
Virginia, my baby.
Take her to her room, Mrs. Umney, and wake the other servants, and the gardeners, too. We'll search the ground. Daylight's coming.
I knew it. I knew this was to be the night. This is his revenge for all you've done to him the past week.
Be quiet, Mrs. Umney. Virginia can't be far. We'll find her if you have to search every corner and tear apart every brick.
Oh, is this your hiding place, Mr. Ghost?
My name is Sir Simon de Canterville.
Oh, yes, Sir Simon.
What are you doing here?
Well, I started to the twins' room to beg them to leave you alone tonight. I feel so sorry for you, Sir Simon. But the twins are going back to Eton next week, and then if you behave yourself, no one will annoy you.
Behave myself? Then I'd have no reason for existing.
You know you've been very wicked, Miss Umney told us.
Mrs. Umney, ugh.
The first day we arrived here, that you had killed your wife.
That was a purely family matter and no concern of Mrs. Umney or your family or anyone else.
Don't you know it is very wrong to kill anyone?
Ethics. Bah! My wife was very plain. She never had my ruffs properly starched. She knew nothing about cookery. She couldn't.
What's the matter? Are you angry at me for being here?
No, though I'm a bit angry at myself for letting you find me. I was resting. But after all, you are much nicer than the rest of your family. Your father and the boys. I mean, they're rude, disrespectful.
Oh.
What's the matter?
So it was you who stole my box of paints. And all the different shades of red are used up. That explains the silly blood stain on the library carpet.
Well, what was I to do? It's very difficult to get real blood nowadays. Didn't it frighten you?
No, of course it didn't. Though I think it did my mother a little, but it certainly annoyed my father. Miss Umney was the only one.
Ah, yes, Mrs. Umney is a very satisfactory person.
I do hope you'll be nice from now on, Sir Simon.
No, please don't go, Miss Virginia. You're a great comfort to one so lonely and so unhappy as I am.
But I'm getting sleepy.
Sleepy. I have not slept for 300 years.
Poor ghost. Have you no place where you can sleep?
There's a garden where the grass grows long and deep, where the nightingale sings all night, through while a cold crystal moon looks down, and yew trees spread their giant arms over the sleepers.
You mean the Garden of Death?
Yes, death. It must be so beautiful to lie in the brown, soft earth, with the grasses waving above one's head, and listen to silence, to have no yesterday and no tomorrow. Have you ever read the old prophecy on the stained glass library window?
Yes. I learned it by heart the first day we came. When a golden girl can win a prayer from out of the lips of sin, when the barren almond bears, and when a little child shall give away its tears, then shall the house be still and peace come to Canterville.
You can be that golden girl, Miss Virginia, and open for me the portals of death's house. For love is always with you, and love is stronger than death is.
I don't think I know what you mean.
If you will weep with me, because I have no tears, and pray for me, because I have no faith, you who have always been sweet, good, and gentle, will move the angel of death to have mercy on me.
But where would I have to do this, Sir Simon?
In darkness, filled with fearful shapes, where wicked voices will whisper in your ear, but they will not harm you. For against the purity of a little child, the powers of hell cannot prevail. Are you afraid?
I am not afraid. I will just ask the angel to have mercy on you. Mother? Daddy? Daddy? Where are you?
Virginia, my darling, thank God. Where have you been? We were just about to send out searching parties. Hiram, she's here in the upper hall, safe and sound.
Oh, Mother, I'm so sorry you were worried. I didn't know it would take so long.
Take so long?
Virginia, where have you been, child? Come up, boys, she's here. Tell the servants to go back to bed.
Oh, Miss Virginia, are you really safe?
My baby.
Virginia, where on earth have you been?
He is, Roger. Here he is. Hooray! Yeah, hooray!
Well, Virginia, where have you been?
I've been with the ghost, Daddy. He's dead. After waiting 300 years, he has gone to sleep in peace. Would you like to see him?
Child, what are you talking about?
There's a panel in the wall near the window, in the tapestry room. He's there in a little cell, just a skeleton, tied to a huge iron ring.
Come on, twins. The tapestry room.
That would be the remains, where they have been hidden all these years, of old Sir Simon de Canterville.
Oh, yes, Miss Umney. He had been very wicked, but he was really sorry for all that he had done. before he could really die and go to sleep forever, he needed somebody to pray for him. So he asked me to pray for him, and I did. And he gave me this beautiful box of jewels before he died.
Dad, come quickly! It's here, just as Virginia said. The secret room and the skeleton and everything.
Oh, my child, my child. What a night of terror and of heartache.
Never mind, madam. The ghost of Sir Simon will walk no more. See, it's light already, and quite clear. Why, fancy that.
What is it, Miss Sumney?
The old withered almond tree in the court. I do believe it's blossomed. Yes, I can see the flowers quite plainly in the dawn.
Can you really, Miss Sumney? Then you need never fear the Canterville ghost again, for he is now at rest.
Thank you for joining us for the Canterville Ghost. A big thanks again to your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. Visit him at his website, shakespeareapproves.com, or on Facebook at Shakespeare Approves, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. We've got links all over our Facebook to all of his content. We would once again like to thank all of the actors who volunteered to read with us this evening. If you enjoyed this reading, all of our past readings are available on our Facebook page and a little bit better organized on our website, zenithplayers.com. If you want more information on us, including how to be involved in a reading like this one, head to our Facebook page, Zenith Players, and send us a message, or send an email to casting@zenithplayers.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. We want to continue to express our support to everyone out there who's working to keep us safe and those continuing to protest and demonstrate. Join us this coming Saturday as we return to ancient Greece with Electra, and next Monday for Dracula. Thank you, and good night.